Switch to long-term thinking. Crypto Daybook Americas. Your day ahead look for December 5th, 2025. By Francisco Rodrigues. All times ET unless indicated otherwise. Bitcoin is hovering around $91,300 after falling more than 2.2% in 24 hours. A better performance than the wider crypto market's 3.2% drop as measured by the CoinDesk 20 CD20 index. The backdrop is messy. A record-long U.S. government shutdown has delayed key labor reports, though there are plenty of layoff announcements filling headlines as firms increasingly turn to AI to cut costs. The Fed's preferred inflation gauge, personal consumption expenditure, PCE, due later today, is only now catching up with older data. Still, institutional signals lean supportive. Just this week, Vanguard opened crypto ETF access. Bank of America greenlit wealth advisors to recommend allocations of as much as 4% of portfolios to digital assets, and Charles Schwab said it plans to offer Bitcoin and Ether trading in early 2026. Add to that the Federal Reserve is expected to cut interest rates this month, a move that's likely to support risk assets. Taking a longer perspective, Bitcoin rose as high as $94,000 this week and is still in the green after dropping as low as $80,600 in November. The crypto markets have staged a sharp rebound after a 35% drawdown, right in line with the major shakeouts we've seen throughout this bull cycle. Lewis Harland, a portfolio manager at Re7 Capital, told CoinDesk. Bitcoin's move back into the $92.93K region highlights strong dip buying interest, and we're now in the kind of consolidation zone that typically precedes a resumption of bullish momentum. That resumption may be elusive for now, with traders moving to stablecoins and hunting yield rather than holding spot tokens, according to Syndicate co-founder Will Papper. At the same time, this is also a sign of market maturity. A switch into yield strategies is a switch into long-term thinking, Papper told CoinDesk. Yield strategies open crypto up to a larger part of portfolios than risk assets alone. The reduction in leverage after October is a sign that either the users or the market will force more long-term mindsets, Papper concluded. Stay alert. Read more. For analysis of today's activity in altcoins and derivatives, see Crypto Markets Today. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's CryPTO Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. For a more comprehensive list of events this week, see CoinDesk's Crypto Week Ahead. Crypto Treasury Companies. Spot BTC ETFs. Spot ETH ETFs. Source, Farside Investors. Crypto Deck. 5:11 a.m. QuickSwap. Quick, Web3 Payments AMA on X Spaces. Macro Deck. 5:08:30 a.m. Canada November. Unemployment rate estates 7% December 5th, 10 a.m. U.S. December. Preliminary, University of Michigan Survey. Consumer Sentiment Index estate 52. Inflation expectations. Previous. 4.5%. December 5th, 10 a.m. U.S. September PCE Price Index. Headline YOY estate 2.8%. MOM estate 0.3%. Core YOY estate 2.9%. MOM estate 0.2%. Earnings. Estimates based on FactSet data. Nothing scheduled. December 5th, 11 a.m. QuickSwap. Quick, Web3 Payments AMA on X Spaces. December 5th, 8:30 a.m. Canada November. Unemployment rate estates 7% December 5th, 10 a.m. U.S. December. Preliminary, University of Michigan Survey. Consumer Sentiment Index estate 52. Inflation expectations. Previous. 4.5%. December 5th, 10 a.m. U.S. September PCE Price Index. Headline YOY estate 2.8%. MOM estate 0.3%. Core YOY estate 2.9%. MOM estate 0.2%. Nothing scheduled. Governance votes and Calzavagachi DAO is electing a new director for its foundation company following the resignation of the current directors. Voters can choose between two candidates or vote to appoint both to ensure legal compliance and operational continuity. Voting ends December 6. Compound DAO is voting to deprecate V2 by pausing all borrowing and minting and setting reserve factors to 100%. Voting ends December 6. Unlocks no major unlocks. Token launches DEC. 5. REZ $0.006180 to burn 90% and distribute 10% of purchased tokens during the month to EZR stackers. Aavegotchi DAO is electing a new director for its foundation company following the resignation of the current directors. Voters can choose between two candidates or vote to appoint both to ensure legal compliance and operational continuity. Voting ends December 6. Compound DAO is voting to deprecate V2 by pausing all borrowing and minting and setting reserve factors to 100%. Voting ends December 6. No major unlocks. December 5. REZ $0.006180 to burn 90% and distribute 10% of purchased tokens during the month to EZR stackers. Day 2 of 2. Milken Institute Middle East and Africa Summit 2025. Abu Dhabi. Day 1 of 2, Midwest Blockchain Conference 2025, Ann Arbor, Michigan. BTC is down -1.11% from 4 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday at $91,163.32. 24 hours. -1.54%. ETH is unchanged at $3,123.32. 24 hours. -1.38%. CoinDesk 20 is down 1.17% at 2,907.07, 24 hours. -2.6%. Ether CSR composite staking rate is down 35 BPS at 2.5%. BTC funding rate is at 0.0056%. 6.107% annualized, on Binance. DXY is unchanged at 99.02. Gold futures are up 0.26% at $4. 254.10 silver futures are up 2.16% at $58.73. Nikkei 225 closed down 1.05% at 50. 491.87 Hang Seng closed up 0.58% at 26. 085.08 FTSE is up 0.17% at 9,726.99 Eurostoxx 50 is up 0.34% at 5. 737.26 DJIA closed on Thursday unchanged at 47. 850.94 S&P 500 closed up 0.11% at 6. 857.12 Nasdaq Composite closed up 0.22% at 23. 505.14 S&P/TSX Composite closed up 1.02% at 31. 477.57 S&P 40 Latin America closed up 1.22% at 3. 255.46 UDAS. 10-year Treasury rate is up 0.2 BPS at 4.11%. E-mini S&P 500 futures are up 0.19% at 6. 8. 80.00 E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures are up 0.41% at 25. 727.00 E. Mini Dow Jones Industrial Average Index futures are unchanged at 47,912.00. BTC dominance 59.27%. 0.14%. Ether Bitcoin ratio 0.03437, 1%. Hash rate 7-day moving average 1036 EH/S hash price. Spot $38.81 total fees. 3.23 BTC/$299. 506 CME futures open interest 121,475 BTC priced in gold. 21.6 ounce BTC versus gold market cap 6.11%. Bitcoin's weekly low bounced off the support at just under $80,000, and with a clear bullish RSI divergence, this points to a likely uptrend for BTC. The core thing to watch: if the BTC weekly breaks above the next resistance at $94,000. If not, then the likely outcome is that price oscillates between the highlighted support and resistance. Coinbase Global. Coin closed on Thursday at $274.05, minus 1.04%, minus 0.22% at $273.46 in pre-market circle. CRCL closed at $87.46, plus 1.36%, minus 0.89% at $86.68. Galaxy Digital, GLXY closed at $27.57, plus 1.92%, minus 0.36% at $27.47. Bullish, BLSH closed at $48.42, plus 4.42%, minus 0.93% at $47.97. Mara Holdings, Mara closed at $12.44, minus 0.24%, minus 0.72% at $12.35. Riot Platforms, Riot closed at $15.59, minus 0.32%, minus 0.38% at $15.53. Core Scientific, CORZ closed at $17.08, plus 3.2%, plus 0.41% at $17.15. CleanSpark, CLSK, closed at $15.03, plus 3.73%, minus 0.67% at $14.93. CoinShares Valkyrie Bitcoin Miners ETF, WGMI closed at $47.29, plus 4%. Exodus Movement, EXOD closed at $15.42, plus 7.61%. Strategy MSTR closed at $186.01, minus 1.26%, minus 0.75% at $184.61. Semler Scientific, SMLR closed at $20.33, minus 0.54%, minus 0.2% at $30.57. SharpLink Gaming, SBET closed at $11.16, plus 5.38%, minus 0.36% at $11.12. Upexi, UPXI closed at $2.85, minus 2.06%, minus 0.35% at $2.84. Light Strategy, LITS closed at $1.75, minus 0.57%. Daily net flows, minus $194.60 million. Cumulative net flows, $57.54 billion. Total BTC holdings, 1.31 million. Daily net flows, minus $41.50 million. Cumulative net flows, $12.97 billion. Total ETH holdings, 6.29 million. Here's how much Bitcoin, XRP, Ether, Solana may move on Friday's inflation report. CoinDesk: persistent U.S. consumer inflation may delay crypto breakouts despite rate cut hopes, with Volmex data suggesting Friday moves of 1.88% for Bitcoin, 3% for Ether and 4.33% for XRP. Kraken launches high-touch VIP program for ultra-high net worth clients. CoinDesk: Kraken's VIP program requires a $10 million average balance or $80 million in annual trading volume, offering members a dedicated relationship manager, 24/7 support, multi-channel access, and early product insights.